It is Crazy Quilty March, day number 14. I'm Pat Sloan, and this is our challenge today. I got messed up and I thought today was quilt day, but it's not quilt day. It's next Saturday. So that's okay. Every day is quilt day for us, but next Saturday will be a little bit bigger deal where, oh, got a tassel there. Where be a quilt day. I don't know how I got that messed up. It's always the third Saturday in March, but somehow I wrote it on our nifty calendar on the wrong day. So just switch the topic for quilt day will be next Saturday. So we switched it, and what do we have? We have fabric. Fabric can mean a lot of things. So what we're going to do today is focus on looking at your fabric to go through. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing this, but go through and find an area of your fabric where you don't have a lot of a particular color. I'd like to look at how you might build out that collection of color. Maybe you haven't bought a piece of brown in 10 years. Maybe you don't use brown very much. Maybe that's okay. But maybe you haven't upgraded your pink fabrics. Those are two we're going to talk about because those are my colors I need to focus on. So I will. First of all, if you didn't, there's a link under the video that you can go download the calendar. And I asked what you all thought about doing this again in April because I think it's been really good. And I did a blog post yesterday too, so I'll link you down there over to that. But one of the things I realized is that because my work schedule for March is overflowing. It's like the bucket and the water is doing this out the top of the bucket, all over everything. I am just overflowing. So I have not been able to participate in each challenge like I really wanted to. I wanted to actually do them, like get in here, like dig right in and do something on each challenge day. So the book will be done like the end of by the middle of April. I mean, it'll be done a little bit sooner, but I need a break. I need a break. So I'm going to do every day in April. Maybe I'll take a Sunday off here and there of a daily challenge again with a daily video. And then I hope that I will be able to dive in and be doing some of these. I'll have to think about that. I'll have a new calendar. So I'll do a new calendar for April and I'll think about that towards the end of March and decide like what kind of topics I want. And we might end up doing some of them, kind of repeating them just so that we can work on projects kind of thing. So that's where that's going to go. But today we get to talk about fabric. My favorite subject. I'm sure it's your favorite subject. We as quilters live for fabric. I mean, I quilt so that I can own and play with fabric. That's what I tell everybody. It's like, that's why I quilt. So I wanted to look at how you can improve your fabric collection easily. There are ways because I've shown you over time these different packages that you can get. They're samplers. The Fat Quarter Shop does them. This is the So Colorful. And I'm actually, one of the months, I'll be making a quilt out of the So Sampler package. But what it does is they curate a group of fabrics, light to dark, which I really love that. So there's a variety in a lot of them. And then you can take these out and you will enhance your fabric for those colors. So I have the pink and the brown, and I'm going to show you my pink and brown collections and some thoughts about what they are. Both of these, I'm not sure about the pink one. I think they're both still available. The brown one's still available too. Another way you can do this is there's other sort of products, and I'll link all of these. So there's other cuts you can get. So these are smaller cuts. I think 5 inches by width of fabric. So that's basically half of a fat quarter, half of a quarter inch, a quarter yard stretch. A quarter is 9 inches. So this is 5-inch strips. So they're 5-inch strips width of fabric, the salvage and salvage. But that's a nice usable piece, and that's also pink. And then you can get clubs. So there's some clubs like the Ruby Star Society, and this one always comes with a pattern and a spool of thread. And so these collections, you could either just take this and make it into the quilt, so they design it that way, or you could take this and do some other quilt. This one's still available too, or you could just take this out and load it into your collection. Like I would take like the navy fabrics, take them out and put them into my navy bin. So let's talk about those bins. Let's talk. First, let's look at my sort of brown bin. Like I don't keep, like some of you have massive amounts of fabric. And actually, because I'm a business, I use more newer fabrics so that I can show you where to get them. So that means that I don't keep as much older fabric. So I don't have to have a huge stash because I'm always, right now, and the way my business works, I always have fabric coming in and fabric going out, for whatever. So let me move this bin here and tilt the phone down. I'm on the phone today. Okay, so here we go. We're down on my koala, the back of my koala table. My sewing machine's right behind us. So here are the bins, and these bins I bought, about 15 years ago at the Container Store. You can usually get something very similar, if you look around, but there's also some gray bins I have that are about the same size with the wire, that I'll try to find those and link them up. Okay, so I keep them in these bins, but what I'm looking here is that the brown is basically like this. This is it. This is all the brown fabric that I have right now. So that means if I'm doing trees or anything else that needs brown, or I want to make maybe a guy quilt, I have this gorgeous strawberry fabric on that brownish tan. I love, love, love that. And so, I don't have a lot of variety here. So that's why I was super excited to get the brown bundle, because now I can take this out and I've got a whole new fresh array of colors, from a light down to a sort of dark espresso color, and that will give me some variety. I love this dotty thing in here. That's so cool. So it's a little tight. You can see fitting these in here right now, I could just shove this back here, but I don't find that very useful. I find that will not get me opening it up and using the fabric. I'm going to take them all out and refold them so that they are available to be used. See, there's actually really light ones on the end there too. See, two really light shades. But there is a lot of yellow in here that I might go through and find what's older, what am I not using? Do I need to have a new home for it? These here are actually not yellow, so why are they even in here? Oh, that one is. It's got fried eggs on it. That's so cute. But those other two, I just tossed them out because they need to go in the bin with like the not yellow. So I need to organize this bin just a little bit to get the new brown fabric in here. Either refolding it, sometimes refolding it is all you have to do. Take it all out, refold it, and then it'll go back in much neater. And then when you take it out and refold it, you might find some little pieces. I don't know if I'll see anything right off the top here that's little. I don't, but sometimes there's like little pieces jammed in there, and I might just go ahead and cut those into my 2.5-inch squares and put them in my scrap bin. Because if the piece is this big or this big, keeping it in here, I don't see it anyways. And so unless I really think I'm going to use it for something, I'm going to cut it up and put it over there. So that is the yellow. But let's look at the pink, because the pink is a hot mess. I was in this pink bin. I don't even know why I was in here the other day, but I was in there either looking for something, and I thought that's what got this whole started, that fabric was going to be about fixing the bins. So I've got this behind here on the chair. All right, so here's the pink bin, and it is jammed full, and a lot of this, I know what I was doing. I was using this. This is really, really old, and I was using it for backing. And that's why I was in the pink bin here. There's a lot of really old fabric in here, which is not a problem, except for me, because I can't really use the older fabric in my projects. This is a piece that I got on vacation. This big floral here. That's something I got in the Caribbean, actually, on vacation. Yeah. So, and then there's same with the plaid. I got these two in the Caribbean on vacation. So I need to make a vacation quilt. I really love this with a great big hibiscus. Look, it's so gorgeous. Feels a little bit, it's tropical with the plaids. madre plaid, and it's got a little gold in it. Okay, so I'm reminiscing, which is what fabric does, right? Fabric Fabric is all about the memories, right? You make something and it brings back a flood of memories when you look at that. You're like, I made, Chris's baby quilt with this, or I put this in my friend Susan's quilt when she had cancer. Like it brings back your memories. So that is the gold in your baskets. So what I'm going to do is go through this pink one and clean it up because it is jammed. Everything's jammed. It really needs to be all pulled out and sorted. And so actually, I'm going to make time tonight to do that. And I will take a picture and maybe I'll post it on the Facebook group. So I want to before we go today on Saturday, I do want to encourage everybody to stay healthy. Stay healthy. We have a pandemic. We have a virus. Everybody has probably been sick at some point in their life with either a super bad cold or you've had the flu. And it sucks. Totally, totally sucks. Right now, we've got something that's spreading very rapidly, and we don't want to get it. You don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it from you. You don't want to get it from me. So I am pretty much staying home and just working at home. I have a lot to work. I have a lot to do, and so that works for me. I can walk to the grocery store. I can't eat out. I could eat out. But I'm just trying to stay very healthy, wash my hands, and I'm hoping that all of you sort of take that to heart. And when you're out and about, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what you're doing, be aware not to touch your face, wash your hands, stay healthy, because there are lots of icky sicknesses out there, and doing that will solve a lot of those, any kind of flu, any kind of cold. And I love you. I do not want you to be sick so you can't participate. That would suck. And it would suck if I was sick, because I wouldn't be able to do this for you if I'm sick. So we all need to stay healthy. So I want you to think about that. Be good. Yes, be really good. Wash your hands. All right. I love you. See you online.